Hello everyone, this is 10X Generation and this is my road to $1 billion. So today was a productive day. I wish it was more productive. I wish I was more, I had more traction. I did work all today and I did get a really good exercise in and these kinds of things, but it wasn't as productive as I wanted it to be. It's still pretty early, so I can still get a lot done, but it hasn't been super duper productive. But what I got done so far, I went ahead and that update for iOS, implementing the analytics and the crash reporting, that has been pushed out. So now anyone who downloads it, I can get that data, and that's super duper important, super paramount. So that's fantastical. And also I got a lot of, let me not even say a lot done, but I made some progress on the PC sharing platform feature. So that's also good. And I really got to reevaluate, man, because this PC sharing platform thing it's taking me a long time to develop. It's taking me a long time to figure out. And I'm at the point now where I'm actually getting. Usually, I'm very, very confident in what I'm making and the time in which I can make it. Right. Usually, I'm very confident. I tend to be a little off in terms of the time scale, but this one is going so incredibly slow that I don't want to say I'm not 100% confident, but I do feel I have to make a change in some way, form, or fashion. Maybe something. I got to change something. I'll give you more details in the coming days, but this feature is proving to be a little bit more of a challenge than I thought it was going to be. But I'll talk about that more in a later video as I think about it more. But the most, let's say, not groundbreaking, but one of the most noteworthy things, the most noteworthy thing that happened today was my investor contacted me and said, hey, now that you got this iOS app out, maybe it's time for you to get a new partner. Someone to take care more of the business and the marketing side of things. And he asked me this before, and I kind of turned him down the first time, but now I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, maybe I do need to do that. I'm spending a lot of time focusing on auxiliary things, auxiliary things. I think I'm saying that correctly. I'll look it up after. But on auxiliary things that aren't important to the main goal. I mean, they're important, but they're like not the meat and bones, right? The features, the technology, right? And that could be part of the reason why I'm moving so slow with this PC sharing platform feature. So this time I ended up saying, yeah, let's do it. Let's. Who do you have? Who do you have in mind? And he said, perfect. We can have a meeting. Let's go grab some dinner somewhere, grab some lunch, and we'll have a meeting, and you'll be able to meet him. And I said, fantastic. But here's the thing, right? And this comes back to the car and the moped and motorcycle whole debacle, that whole thing, right? We're gonna meet in the city somewhere, right? And I am not in the city. The only way for me to get there right now, currently, is to take an Uber all the way out into the city. And I can't do that. Why can't I do that? Because it makes a certain kind of look, right? As I'm making assumptions here, but as my investor, or if I was an investor and the person I just invested in, it doesn't have a car, it doesn't really seem to have their stuff together, that will, kind of give me second thoughts and make me a little bit uncomfortable. So if I were to pull up, in a moped, that's like, but even worse, in an Uber, and then I'm waiting for the Uber to pick me up and all that, it's like, I don't want to say embarrassing, but it's like not the look that I want to give. I want to give him security. I want to give him, these things. So I've been dragging my feet on getting this car, and I need to get it now. But this is something I really didn't consider when I made that initial video of I'm getting a moped, and I'm so smart and intelligent because this way I can save money I didn't really think about that because appearances aren't everything, but sometimes they are. Sometimes they're significant appearances, especially when this person, when the impression that you're giving someone, and that someone is someone who is funding your your mission forward. So I didn't think about that. It's really something I don't typically think about, appearances and how I look uh, in my day to day. That's not something I really think about very often, but it's something that I'm saying is kind of important. So now I'm kind of like, okay, let me hurry up and get this car. Let me do this. Let me do that. I don't want to, I don't want to look a certain kind of way. Um, but yeah, that's something that I thought was pretty interesting. I want to make him comfortable with me and his decision. So I can't pull up in an Uber. That's just like what? And then I'm waiting for the Uber to pick me up after the dinner, and it's just like what? I got to get a vehicle. So things like this, is pretty interesting. I've always found that things that I gotta do, that I drag my feet on, the universe always gives me like reminders, like, hey, go ahead and get that done. Go ahead and get that done. Go ahead and get that done. I can keep hitting snooze, but that snooze button becomes harder and harder to push each time. And it's, if I just listen to it earlier, it causes me less pain. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get it done, get that car, get it popping, go ahead and get that done, and hope I'll probably get it. No, I will get it before this meeting, just so I keep them comfortable and everything. But yeah, so that's really all the updates for today. Oh, here's the other thing. My memory's back. My ability to think about a thought and then go back to it and all that stuff, I can do it now. Why? Because I got enough sleep. And I also took a nap. I also took a nap in the middle of the day, which all these things are important. I feel great. I didn't get frustrated at all. I didn't feel angry. I'm back to my normal jovial self, and I feel great. But I will say this. After I woke up from my nap, I felt almost depressed. It was weird. It was like, it wasn't sadness. It was almost like an emptiness. Like, it's going to sound weird, but what was going through my mind is like, I have nothing to look forward to. Like, everything that I am striving to get, and, everything that I'm striving to get, I feel like I already know what it's going to be like, because I've been working on it and trying to get it so long, and I've, visualized it, and I worked it all out. It's like I'm not even excited to get it, per se, if that makes sense, right? It's like, I don't know. I'm not like excited for it. And I was thinking, what am I excited for? What am I excited for? And I couldn't really think of anything that I was excited for. And that left me with a bit of emptiness, which was a little depressing. But then what I did was I got down on my knees and then on my hands and then started doing a bunch of push-ups. And I did 60 push-ups, and when I got up, I felt great. And I put on some music, and I felt great. So, yeah. So I'm going to start using that little itty bit of depression. I don't even know if that's the proper word, but that whatever that feeling is, whenever I feel that, that's going to be a motivator for me to get done working out. Because I literally worked out for like an hour and a half, which I usually don't work out for that long. I usually work out for maybe... literally not long, like maybe 15 to 30 minutes. I don't work out for super long. But yeah, that cured it up right away. And even now I'm thinking, what am I actually excited for? And I still can't say anything that I'm really excited for, because I low-key think I know what it's going to feel like and be like once I achieve the things or get the things that I want to get. I feel like I already know what it's going to be like. But that doesn't make me sad. That just makes me, all right, well, let's keep working on it, kind of thing. So that emotional aspect of it has been removed by working out. So that's the strategy I'm going to use in the future, because I felt sad before, and this is, I don't think I've ever put working out as a solution for that, and today has proven that it's a decent solution. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I do these videos every single day. So like, comment, and subscribe if you got something cool from it. And yeah, come back tomorrow, and I'll have more for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.